Welcome to the Kansas 80.
Great, thank you.
Any last words? Landowners, baby. February 22. It's happening. Wow. I started bow hunting in 2010, and the things I loved about it right out of the gate were just the gear, the season, the full fall season that you could hunt from September to December. I loved just the proximity of the animal that you're hunting, that closeness I think most bow hunters chase. But year after year, my passion for it just grew and grew, and I realized the main thing I loved was bow hunting whitetail bucks.
Ain't that some back home, buddies in the field, mud on the wheels, yeah, ain't that some thick smoke, Silverado tearing up a two-lane road, ain't that some C-O-U-N-T-R-Y, we've been doing since we was J-High, there's folks out there in T-R-Y this, man, ain't that
Thomas and I did that for a lot of falls. We quickly picked up a camera, and in 2017 we formed Identical Draw, and we work with a bunch of awesome partners and brands throughout the industry, with our main niche still being chasing whitetail bucks. In 2019, a dream became a reality, and the Crick family owned land. Did it. Signed. We're landowners, baby. Woo! And we closed on this 80 acres in Kansas, which we have detailed quite extensively through Kansas City Land Series and a bunch of other hunts down here. This property is, like I mentioned, an absolute dream, and every single year down here we have really, really good bucks to hunt. It's unlike anything we've ever hunted anywhere, and we've hunted all over the place. We always have good deer to chase, and we spend a lot of time doing it in the fall. One of the first companies that we started working with through Identical Draw was Bear Archery. Working with them, this idea spawned to be able to take timber from our property in Kansas. We were taking Osage orange and hickory, woods that are commonly used in traditional bows, and forming it into something that we could hunt with. It was a huge task and huge just dream idea that we kind of pushed off for a few years until the right people with me and Tom and a few folks at Bear collabed, and we're like, we're gonna make this legit reality. We are going to take wood from the 80 and we are going to form it into a fully functioning work of art. This is a 3-episode series. You are watching episode 1, and that is going to be harvesting the timber off of here, like I mentioned, the hickory and the Osage orange. And then episode 2 is when we shipped this timber down to Gainesville, to the Bear Archery headquarters, and we meet with Neil to see the process of putting together a 59 Kodiak with wood from the 80, which is an absolute dream to be holding this. I mean, it's a true piece of art, in my opinion. And then finally, the last episode is my personal favorite, and it is Thomas and I hunting the 80 with this very bow, 59 Kodiak, and it's an episode full of ups and downs. We have the best encounters that we've ever had whitetail deer hunting, and it's a lot of hard work. So hope you guys enjoy this film. This is a collaboration between Bear Archery, Stihl, and us, Identical Draw. Enjoy the films. All right, you guys, this is the first tree right here that we're gonna harvest. This is a hickory, shagbark hickory. It matches the circumference and height that Neil's looking for to make these bows. So this is the Stihl MSA 200C. We do a ton of our timber work on the 80 with this battery saw. You'd be surprised how long this battery lasts. We can get multiple hours out of every charge, and then it charges really fast too. So we'll get this guy dropped. All right, it's a bit more difficult to find a good hedge just because they turn and kind of go wherever they want to. But we found a good section of this Osage here, and that'll work. I'll just drop this down and then cut her up. Same size as that hickory. All right guys, well, got the wood loaded up. Tom's cut both of these down, and these are about the size that Neil wanted to work on these trad bows with. This is the hedge or Osage orange, kind of the yellow inner. It's very distinguishable. And this is the hickory, more of a lighter color with kind of the darker pit in the middle. Both are used pretty commonly with trad bows, especially Osage orange is used a ton. It's very common for trad bows. Both are very dense hardwoods. So next process is to go up to Nebraska, get these at the sawmill, and then they'll be down in Florida for Neil.